TikTok versus YouTubers. You have a lot of guys here just going for the money, but I think it's going to be a funny event to say the least. I don't know how seriously these guys are taking it. Some of them are, some of them haven't even started training.
That press conference was terrible.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just because the hosts weren't great. There was a lot of technical issues right off the bat. I noticed that, of people not having their mics turned up. It looks like what we expect. Like, it's not going to be very organized. It's definitely something that seemed like it was thrown together on a
It's like
whim.
a high school project, man. Like they're just putting it together on the fly.
I don't see very many good fights in here, as I guess we'll just go from the first fight on here, just predict our winners here.
Yep.
Ryan Johnston, Kale Siraj. I don't really know anything about either of these guys. But the fact that I heard that Kale Siraj is only taking a week and a half to prepare for this,
yes,
I'm taking Ryan Johnston.
Yep.
Like, you can't, any sort of match, if you actually want like an organized boxing match, you cannot spend that little time. I mean, it doesn't really matter because it's not really professional fights anyways, so who really cares? But
yeah,
I'm going with Ryan Johnston on that one. And then we have Landon McBroom and Ben Azalart.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Who do you have? Ryan Johnston, Kale Siraj?
Ryan Johnson. Yeah.
Okay. And then, Landon McBroom, Ben Azalart.
Landon McBroom's been training, so I'd want to lean towards him.
I want to lean toward. I really hope Ben Azalart wins, because Ben Azalart's a nice guy. He definitely just came there as just like, I'm here for a new experience.
Yeah.
Not like a lot of the guys who are like just the money. Like, I'm just here to get paid.
Yep.
But probably Landon McBroom. But again, I'm rooting for Ben Azalart, but Landon McBroom will probably get that one.
Yep.
So as of right now, that's 2-0 YouTube.
Yeah.
Tanner Fox and Ryland Storms. Tanner Fox is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
He's got that crazy energy there. Again, I don't really
crackhead energy.
I don't really know who Ryland Storms is.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go Tanner Fox.
Yep,
I think he's going to come out swinging, coming out quick.
3-0 YouTube.
I think that one ends quickly. So,
yeah
3-0 YouTube. FaZe Jarvis, Michael Lee. Michael Lee is taking the high road approach and not trash-talking anyone, really. I think he tried to pull a stunt or anything and like message FaZe, but FaZe ended up screen recording everything and stuff and making his own video out of it.
Do you want to start fake beef or something?
Yeah. And FaZe wasn't necessarily about that. I don't really know who to take. Like, I know both of these guys. I know FaZe Jarvis a little better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to lean towards FaZe Jarvis because I think he's a little more serious about getting into fighting. So,
okay,
who are you going with on that one?
I don't know. I'll piggyback off you and let's go FaZe Jarvis.
And we got DDG and Nate Wyatt.
Yeah.
Now, Nate Wyatt would obviously have been preparing because he lives with Taylor Holder. So obviously Taylor Holder's been fighting for a while. We'll get to his fight in a few minutes here. DDG just dropped a great remix with Damian Lillard off of a Tyler Yahweh's song. But like DDG he's definitely been in the booth music wise. Don't really know how much he's been preparing for this fight.
Yeah.
DDG doesn't like Nate Wyatt. It was the first real beef we were seeing between guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I think at this point the fights get a little interesting now because these guys actually don't like each other.
Yep.
They're definitely going to be going for the knockout, not necessarily for the payday.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go Nate Wyatt though. I think Nate Wyatt's prepared a little more for this.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
That'll be an interesting fight, though. Then we move to someone who has actually been in an organized boxing match.
Yep.
Deji, who lost to Jake Paul. It was one of Jake Paul's first wins.
Yeah.
He's fighting Vinny Hacker. I got to go with Deji. Vinny's just there for the payday.
Yep.
They actually don't have real beef with each other.
No.
Everyone seems to have beef with Deji, as you saw Bryce Hall with his infamous "I'm talking to a computer, you don't scare me"
that and
line.
Taylor Holder.
Yeah, and he apparently they say that he turned down a fight with Taylor Holder. He denies that. who really cares at this point if he fought him or not? I think eventually down the road we might see a fight like that.
Yeah.
Deji's pretty good.
Well, at the press conference, Bryce Hall said he wants KSI. Then Taylor Holder said he'd fight Deji. I don't know. We'll see.
So we'll see what happens there if KSI actually takes the time of day to fight Bryce. Probably not at this point. He's doing a lot. He's got a lot of other focuses. So I'm gonna go with Deji on that one.
Yep.
So that would take the total now to 5-1
Yep.
for YouTube.
Here's where it gets really interesting. But
this is the fight I'm actually, from a boxing standpoint, looking forward to seeing.
yeah.
And Eason Gibb, Taylor Holder, and Eason Gibb is just a funny guy to talk to.
Yeah.
So it almost looks like he's not taking it seriously, but he is.
Yeah.
Because he loves boxing. Again, there's another guy that Jake Paul beat. Taylor Holder has been fighting for, he says, about 7 years now. I don't think he's been in an organized fight, so we'll see what, when the spotlights are on and, people are cheering for him, what happens there if the nerves set in. But that'll be, from a boxing standpoint, the best fight of the night, I think.
Probably, yeah.
And I'm really split
That's
on this.
tough. Yeah, I don't know who I'd pick. I want to lean towards Holder because I think he's bigger, but I'm not too sure.
I'm going to go Gibb because I think everyone expects Holder.
Okay.
And I think even he expects it. But yeah, I'm going to go with Gibb because I think Gibb has nothing to lose on this one.
That is
Again,
true.
it's a payday, and he's got a nice, cushy YouTube job right now.
Yep.
Taylor Holder's been hyping it up, especially hanging around Bryce Hall for so long. Like, both of them have been hyping him up. So I'm going to go Gibb on that one.
I think the next one, I don't know if it's a hot take, but I got Austin McBroom over Bryce Hall.
I got Austin McBroom too. I saw the Bryce Hall sparring videos.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was him trying to get in his head. I just don't really think he's prepared to defend the face.
Yeah. He kind of fights like a T-Rex.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
he does a lot of that.
All the punches are down here, and they're saying after he punches, he's not bringing them up here. And that's the thing. If you get hit on the chin, it's over. It's good night.
Yeah.
Your night's over there. I'm going to go Austin McBroom too. I'm not...
Even when at the press conference, Bryce Hall charged him, I saw McBroom to be the one standing.
When the cameras are on, at some point I just think it's almost a show for Bryce Hall.
Yeah.
Because the amount of times you see him fighting at clubs, you see him fighting in the street, this guy can't be that angry all the time.
Well, it's just steroids, man.
Yeah, he's reportedly been on steroids before. Apparently, he's not on them now, from what I've heard.
The veins in the neck.
Who knows?
He was really red at that press conference.
Yeah, I'm not accusing him of anything, but there's definitely, he can't be that angry all the time. There's something up there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bryce Hall is all talk here. I don't really see a great fight there. But definitely looking forward to that Gibb Taylor Holder. I'm going to go McBroom, which would give
for you
astounding 7-1.
That's 7-1, and I got 6-2 with
6-2.
Holder.
You've got Holder
over Gibb.
That's the only difference we have. So